the drowned. The beach at night was supposed to be peaceful, a place where I could clear my head. The stars above flickered like distant lanterns, and the waves whispered their timeless song. But tonight, something felt wrong. I walked along the shoreline, the cold water lapping at my feet. The salty breeze carried a faint, metallic tang. Dead fish, maybe. I shrugged it off and kept walking, my flashlight cutting through the darkness. That's when I saw them. A group of figures stood at the water's edge, their backs to me. They were eerily still, like statues. No one should have been out here this late, not in this remote stretch of coast. "Hello?" I called out. They didn't respond or even flinch. The only sound was the waves crashing. I approached cautiously, my flashlight beam flickering across their silhouettes. As I got closer, I noticed something that made my stomach lurch. Their clothes were soaked, clinging to their pale, bloated bodies. Their hair hung in wet, matted clumps. A chill ran down my spine as I realized their skin was grayish, waterlogged. "Hey!" I shouted, my voice trembling. "Are you okay?" Slowly, in unison, they turned to face me. Their eyes were empty, black pits, and their mouths hung open as if in a silent scream. I stumbled back, nearly dropping my flashlight. "What the hell?" I whispered. One of them stepped forward, the wet sand squelching beneath their bare feet. "You don't belong here," they said, their voice a low, guttural rasp. I turned and ran, my heart hammering in my chest. The sand dragged at my feet, and the darkness seemed to close in around me. The sound of their footsteps followed, slow but relentless, crunching on the sand like a grim metronome. When I finally looked back, they were gone. The shoreline was empty, as if they'd never been there. I stood there, gasping for breath, trying to convince myself it was just my imagination. But then I heard it. A faint, melodic hum carried on the wind. It wasn't coming from the ocean, it was coming from beneath it. The hum grew louder, resonating in my chest, pulling me toward the water. My feet moved on their own, the tide rising to meet me. "No," I whispered, fighting against the invisible force. But it was no use. The water was up to my knees, then my waist. The hum became a chorus of voices, all chanting in unison. "Join us." The icy grip of hands broke the surface, clawing at my arms, my legs, pulling me down. I screamed, but the water swallowed my cries. As I sank, the last thing I saw was the shoreline, where more figures were now standing, their hollow eyes watching me disappear beneath the waves. Now, I am one of them, trapped beneath the sea, waiting for the next lost soul to stumble upon our cursed shore.